I've gained so much more than I ever would have imagined being in the martial arts. And because I'm fortunate enough to teach at some martial art conferences, I get to be around some really fantastic, talented martial artists who have been around the block. People who've been in it longer than me, over 30 years. So I want to develop this segment, 2 questions, and that's literally all I'm doing. Asking 2 questions. One being, how long have they been in the martial arts? And two, at this time, what's the most important thing they've gained from the martial arts? So sit back and enjoy, and hopefully you'll like the video enough to hit like and to subscribe. So 2 questions. Sir, how long have you been in the martial arts?
A day.
That's good.
No, actually, actually, I started in 1959. So this year is my 55th year. Never thought when I started that I would be doing this for over a half century.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a couple of years.
So then the second thing I wanted to ask is, what's the most important thing you've gotten out of the martial arts?
Boy, there are several. You know, on a personal level, I like the challenge of learning new things. Even today, continuing to learn and see people do stuff that I never had exposure to coming up through the ranks when you're talking the 1960s, and, even into the 70s. So that challenge of learning new things, but also you discover if you've been teaching for any length of time that you've had an impact on people's lives that you often don't connect with until they come back 20 or 30 years later and say, it was because of what I learned in your dojo that my life has been more successful. I know people that have gotten their jobs because of their martial arts training. I know people that have started businesses because of their martial arts training. And I know people that just feel that the training has helped them in their personal lives as well. On a personal basis, I turned 70 years old in February. The challenge of staying in good condition, so that personal challenge for me is something I've always carried forward through my entire training career. And obviously at 70, I don't do the things I did at 20, 30, 40, even 50, but I find ways to challenge myself and keep myself in reasonably good condition, and also challenge my students and keep them honest.
Right. I really appreciate you taking the time with me.
Hey,
it's always good seeing you.
My pleasure.